All right, BYC homies, I'm going to show you what we got going on here with this chip pile. These are the chips that we loaded in the run that had the aspergillus fungus that killed my chickens. And I just want to kind of show you what my theories here. None of this is all that scientific, but it's what I think. What you're seeing right here, this is what was actually in the run that I have shoveled out. And you can see whenever we come up here that the pile is very consistent. The color, the texture, everything all the way through. As you dig into the pile that was in the run, you can see that everything stays, fairly consistent all the way through. The texture, the color, everything's pretty much the same. Now as we move around here to the actual pile, and these were cut and brought to me on the same day, chipped and brought to me on the same day. These trees are Bradford pear and oak. And you can see that the outside of it, you can see how much lighter the color is there. But the interesting thing is when we come up here to the pile, and a little bit of this was going on with what I loaded into the run, but it's much more prolific now. But you can see as we dig into the pile that what's happened here. You can actually see, and this is a warm day. It's in the 80s here today. But you can see the steam rising from this. You can see this really moldy, wet texture. Even a lot of this has green. You can actually see that on there. And this pile is super hot. I realize some of that's probably to be expected, but you can see the difference just immediately in the inside and the outside. You can see like even dust rising from that. You can see this like right there where I just dug that. I mean, literally that's what the poop looked like that was in number 7. So you can see, and I'll step back so you can see. I mean, you can clearly see that greenish yellowish that's in the pile. So obviously this has worked for a lot of people. It did not work for us. I don't know all the answers here, but I would really like to try to educate everybody that I possibly can so this doesn't happen to anybody else. If you do get these wood chips and you see what I'm seeing here, then I would absolutely not put them in the pile. You can see that how greenish gray that is. From my talks with my guys at the university, that is the aspergillus right there, and you can see how prevalent that is. And as I said before, now some of that was going on with what we loaded into the run. It was not nearly to that extent, but there was some going on already, obviously. And then again, just for comparison's sake, we can come back to what was in the run that killed the chickens that I took out, and you can see the marked difference there. You just don't have any of that now. So I do believe that if you were to spread this out and let it dry thoroughly before you ever put it in the run, you're probably okay. I'm gonna have this scooped up and hauled out of here, and I don't really know what else to do, but in the spirit of trying to educate, I hope that's a little bit clearer on what I see and what my thoughts are. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate your prayers and your thoughts, and it's been a tough week for us, but we're going to be fine. And if nothing else, hopefully this is some education. So thank you guys. Have a good night.